In this episode of Gav Details, we're going to be cleaning this stain on the center console / transmission tunnel on the Camaro. I'll be honest, this is the first time I've ever had the seat out of the car, and I don't typically eat or drink anything outside of like a bottle of water in the car. So it's possible that this has been here since I've owned it, which is kind of hard to believe, which would be a total of like, 18 plus years. It's not hard, it's soft. I've already given the car a preliminary vacuum. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum the area again just to remove any dust, dirt, debris. What we're going to be using to pre-treat is the P&S Terminator Enzyme Spot and Stain. So this says it attacks spots and stains. It's freshly scented. It has a very light citrus smell. It is an enzyme cleaner, and it deodorizes while cleaning. So it says here, Terminator Enzyme Spot and Stain combines enzyme action with a blend of cleaning ingredients to attack stains. Terminator's extreme cleaning power attacks embedded soils, grease, dirt, and protein-based stains. Terminator is part of the double black interior cleaning system. Terminator is primarily used as step 1 in the system, but may also be used independently. So the directions state Terminator is a ready-to-use product and is not diluted. Prior to beginning the process, it's always recommended to dry brush and vacuum interior carpets and upholstery. If you are using Terminator as part of the interior system, then Terminator is used as step 1, followed by step 2, which is Carpet Bomber. Apply Terminator directly onto the spot / stain initially, and then treat the entire area. Follow by applying step number 2, Carpet Bomber. Allow product to work for a minimum of 3 minutes. Use a steamer or carpet brush to scrub. Using both is ideal to achieve optimum results. Once completed, vacuum or extract carpet and upholstery. So, here's the Carpet Bomber. This is step 2. This is also citrus derivatives, biodegradable cleaners, and water-based solvents. Dissolve grease and lift dirt from carpet and upholstery. Carpet Bomber rinses away foreign particles and stains that most cleaners leave behind. Provides a safe, natural solution for interior cleaning. Carpet Bomber is part of the double black interior system, blah, blah, blah. It's used as step 2, but it can be used independently. So Carpet Bomber is, in pints, it's packaged ready to use. Prior to beginning the process, it's always recommended to dry brush. Pretty much the same instructions as the Terminator. So I've already tried this on a couple spots in the back seat area, and it did really well. As soon as you spray the Terminator, you can start to see that it lifts the stain, and there's like dirty, the product is kind of like yellow or clear, and you can start to see like the dirt get pulled up immediately. So I have the other camera set up at a different angle to help stability and being able to see actually what I'm doing. So for those who don't have an extractor, I'm going to be doing this kind of as like a dry clean. So we're going to spray the product to pre-treat. Then we'll spray Terminator first, give it about 3 minutes. Then we're going to spray the Carpet Bomber, give it about 3 minutes. And then you can use like a typical scrub brush. These bristles are not, they're stiff, but they're not super stiff where it's going to tear up the carpeting. Or if you want, you can purchase a soft drill brush attachment. These bristles are maybe just slightly stiffer than the bristles on the brush. And then you'll just take a clean and dry microfiber towel and try to blot the area and let the microfiber kind of pull the liquid and the stain out. And then you can leave it go and then vacuum the next day when it's dry. Obviously, if the stain is still there and you're not happy with how clean the area is, you can always retreat. So I have a Bissell little green machine, which is probably the predecessor to the current Spot Clean Pro. So my machine's about 15 years old. It still works, but I'm just giving an option in this video to say that you don't need, you know, all sorts of tools. You can buy a couple ready-to-go products in bottles, a scrub brush, and some towels, you know, and then later just a regular shop vac to vacuum the dry carpet. Okay, so after setting up some lights here, you know, this area is pretty well lit up and not blurry. So first product we're going to use is the Terminator, just a light shake, and I have it set to spray. I feel like when you spray stream, the carpet tends to kind of bead the product a little bit, so I don't want it to really run down. Even though the stain runs down, I want to treat the stain, which is even all the way up into this little crevice here from the center console. So that's going to set up for about 3 minutes. I'd say I went somewhat liberally. You know, the stain's been there for a long time, and I don't really know what the origin is, so, you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, so it has been roughly 3 minutes. The Terminator has just been sitting, and I'm going to use my finger right here on the yellow towel. It's kind of hard working backwards on a display here but I'm just going to go along the top, like where the center console rests, and just kind of agitate softly with my finger, and you can see, even not in focus, that is nasty. So the Terminator is definitely doing its job. We're going to now mist the Carpet Bomber over the same section pretty much the same way. Just a couple side notes. Obviously you want to be careful if you've got any type of plugs underneath the seat for power and airbags and anything like that. If you're scrubbing by hand and or the drill brush, I would be careful. You're going to have these studs and nuts sticking up through the floor, so you don't want to catch your hand to the drill and, you know, jam your wrist or, you know, bust your knuckles or anything like that. So we're going to give this a few minutes to go ahead and set up and do its job, and then I'm going to be using the drill brush just because it should be easy, because the areas and the contours are, you know, pretty flat, and the drill body and battery itself shouldn't get in the way. Okay, it has been 3 minutes, and we're going to use the drill brush. Again, the drill brush that I'm using is the soft white bristled brush. I have it set on the power setting of 1, and the chuck is set to 10. You want to give it a little bit of, you want to depress it a little bit to get the fibers in, but you don't want to bog down your drill, and you obviously don't want to attack your carpeting. Disclaimer, depending on how new or old or what type of condition your carpeting is in, you may just want to go the towel route so that you don't tear up an older carpeting or carpeting that's a little bit more brittle or possibly delaminating. so right off the bat, you can tell there's no discernible stain. I can still see some dark spots here and along the edge and right here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to take a clean and dry microfiber towel here, and I'm just going to kind of softly dry the area with the towel and see what comes back on the towel. So just after a couple wipes, this is what your towel is going to look like here. And after a second wipe here, and then I'll fold it into this clean section right here. And as you can see, it's still coming out dirty. So I'm gonna just continue to agitate and dry at the same time and try to pull some of the stain up. But I mean, for someone who might need to fix a spill that just happened, and doesn't have specialty tools or anything like that, you can definitely get the area clean. As you can see here, no trick photography. As you can see here, it's still dirty, because this is probably where it kind of sat and pooled a little bit. You can still see some along the line here, but in terms of saturation, my hand's still pretty dry. I mean, it's damp to the touch and you want to let it dry. If you're concerned about the cleaner, yeah, you can use an extractor, or you can use maybe a damp towel and a wet dry vac. But this is for people who may just need to clean a spot or an area of a spill, or if they want to clean their carpets but don't have the money or the resources to put into specialty tools. So yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Any products or tools that are in the description with an Amazon link, do go to support the channel with a small commission. And for more detailing videos, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks.